Hello and welcome to a site that you won't often see in Total War Warhammer 3. Yes, that is the campaign in essentially a sandbox mode. This is after I completed the race to the Forge of Souls to defeat Be'lakor, and I'm going to make a couple of videos here to show a couple of things because this makes me excited for when we get the Immortal Empires, Mortal Empires Part 2, whatever they're going to call it, right? I don't know what it's called. It makes me excited for it, not because I hated the Forge of Souls. It's definitely kind of broken right now in a few respects, and I think when the patches come it'll be nice, but it's kind of like the Vortex campaign, right? You played the Vortex campaign a few times, and then after that, you always just wanted to play Mortal Empires when it was available. And I feel like that's kind of the same case for Warhammer 3 right now. Like, I don't mind the Forge of Souls mechanic, especially if they fixed some of the things on it that are broken. But at the same time, like, I'm just ready to play some campaigns my way, and when you finish the Forge of Souls, you do get to play the campaign your way, and for once, I actually get to spread Kislev across the map. Like, it's finally happening, right? This is something that I've been looking forward to doing for a long time, and I wanted to bring you all in to enjoy a little bit of it, so today we're going to have something special here. The Red Tsar, Boris Ursus, freed by his daughter, Tsarina Katerin, in a quest battle, is now going to come in and siege Doomkeep, and hopefully put an end to the Legion of Chaos for us once and for all. I'm getting real tired of these guys. So here it is, folks. Boris Ursus sieges Doomkeep. You see, I don't have any equipment, and I can't actually fight till we do, which is kind of lame because I don't need equipment. I'll continue this for a turn, and then I'll see you on the battlefield. Well, I had thought I was going to show you the battle for Doomkeep, but instead I was attacked by Roth Abel. I guess he's able to ruin my video here. It was going to be a siege, but now it's not. But anyway, here you go. Boris Ursus takes on the last forces for the Legion of Chaos, supported by Bjornlings. The Red Tsar, once again, fighting for Mother Kislev. Let's do it. Folks, Father Bear is watching us, and he expects might from those who fight for Kislev. That is right. Here is the Red Tsar, Boris Ursus. Man, I need this guy on tabletop. That would make such an awesome model. Seems to have problems seeing trees, though. He's kind of bumping into everything, but, you know, I guess if you're frozen in ice for a while, your reactions might be a little bit slow. But yeah, here comes the Warbears of Kislev. You can see the entire army of Ice Guard and the Warbear Riders behind them, so this is a very elite army for Kislev. It's an army that will do tremendous damage from range and is still somewhat capable in melee. Now, the enemies. So, we were attacked by Bjornlings, and they have some ogre allies that they have hired for this. And then they've also got their, javelin men and others, spearmen, skin wolves, all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to move my bear sleds into range, and I'm going to start picking at this flank. Enemy reinforcements will be coming from right back here, and that's going to be the Legion of Chaos coming in to reinforce their sacrificial pawns here, who have stepped in for them to try and bail them out. I believe this is their... Where's their leader? He is right here. So this is going to be Roth, who came in to try and save the day. So we'll see whether or not Roth can save the day. Anyway, the bear sleds have done what they do best, which is bear baiting. So remember that where you live, you bait bears for hunting, but in Kislev, bear baits you. That's right, folks. Lame pun intended. So yeah, the bears are baiting the enemy forward, and they are now within range of my Ice Guard, and then once the enemy stepped in range of my Ice Guard, they are going to charge forward. They don't want to sit here and continue to take damage, and holy crap, if you've ever wondered what it feels like to step in front of a gigantic army firing magical frozen arrows, it's probably not pleasant, and you're about to see the effects of it. Roth's army is going to take immediate and heavy damage almost across the board. AI is trying to get resettled, but just look at hit points melt here. Kislev's ice doesn't melt, but the hit points do for Roth's army. So I'm going to send in my single entities to create the blob. This is the way I like to play. With Kislev is blob, and then punish said blob with magic, Ice Guard, and guns. And I got my Bear Riders, of course, to intercept any units that are going to get into my archers, so that it keeps my archers free to do what they do best. So you can see that Boris indeed has this strategy down, and he is executing it well. So with the blob created, We're going to see massive damage start to be dealt here as the ice arrows just rain down from the skies all over the enemies of Kislev, and the bear riders are making it difficult for anyone to get anywhere near the archers. And then, since they can't get near the archers, all the units that are out away from them are suffering. Now, they finally did manage to get some wolf chariots through. These are going to be fairly light damage, and I've got some bears nearby to countercharge that. Some skin wolves coming in as well. So the enemy finally does make contact with my army, but not before their entire army gets routed. Now, that said, look who's arrived. It isn't the Legion of Chaos, prancing around in their thigh highs as one would expect, just sitting back at Doomkeep. Look at this. Strutting. Peacocking. So, the leader for the Legion of Chaos is on a Seeker chariot, headed straight towards me at full speed, as Seeker chariots often do. It is not actually the Demon Prince, unfortunately, is not here to participate in this fight. But yeah, the demons are headed this way, and this side of my army does get caught up by HEARTSEEKERS. I will be able to push them back. The HEARTSEEKERS did not get a particularly effective charge. And then the chariots arrive. But most of my army is going to remain free, and my bear riders are going to heavily punish anybody who's trying to deal damage to my archers. Not to mention, my archers are quite capable. I mean, look at the stats here in melee. Yeah, 62 defense. And then up on the front, yeah, 57 defense, 58 attack. My archers are quite capable of handling themselves in melee. They don't have a lot of armor, and so they don't love being charged either with the low mass, but when they get into a melee, they can fight back. It's like, for instance, watch here, we'll get charged by some demonettes, and then we should see the demonettes, yep, they start to crumble and return as the Ice Guard whips out their frozen dual swords and hacks through these demonettes. So the main fight, though, is over here, and there is a pretty brutal fight going on out here. Boris is actually fine, but his Ice Witch is taking heavy damage in the fight with this Exalted Keeper, the Keeper of Secrets. But I've got my sleds back here firing into the Keeper. We've got a hailstorm coming in. I have the Hawks of Miska, and despite the heavy overcharge of demons on this flank, Boris and his heroes were able to fight free. Look at this, though. Boris, like, barely touched in this whole fight. This dude is a tank. And they were able to get in here. The Keeper of Secrets goes down to a hail of bullets. Unfortunately, we all know that the Keeper of Secrets enjoyed that as well. It's like you're shooting it and killing it, and at the same time it's just thanking you for the pain that it gets to experience. There is only a few units left. My Warbear Riders are holding back kind of a tide of demons and marauders here. There's Bloodletters, there's Demonettes, there's Slaneshi Marauders. It's that weird mixture that you get when fighting the Legion of Chaos. And then they have a few more Marauders with spears out here in the middle as well. But now that I have some archers free, I've got a deadly crossfire now coming in. And Boris and his troops also arrive with a hailstorm and a rear charge here. I almost shouldn't have rear charged. The hailstorm would have done better if I hadn't. But regardless, bear sleds come in to finish off what is left of the demon army. The only thing that hasn't been engaged yet are some pink horrors out here who are firing at me from a distance, but their little time is numbered in this mortal realm. They're going to be sent back to the void. So my bear sleds are now finished with what they were doing. The pink horrors typically do good damage, but I have too much armor and what they were shooting at, so they really weren't able to do a whole heck of a lot. Heavy war sleds are very well armored. The Legion of Chaos is defeated, and Doomkeep will no doubt now fall into the hands of the Red Tsar, who will put it under new management. And the payback has been completed for the treachery of the prince. And there you have it, a little fun for after you have beaten the Forge of Souls. You still get some big fun battles like this. There's a little less because you don't have the armies coming out of the rifts, but honestly, it kind of balances out nice because the AI throws plenty at you anyway. But you end up with some really fun stuff here. You can see we had some really nice value out of Boris. He's a tank. Like, he is hard to kill, as you all saw there, and he can be very fun in those battles. And then Ice Guard are probably my new favorite unit. I figured Streltsy would be my favorite, and I do like Streltsy, but they just feel really underwhelming, and Ice Guard feel really good. So I love using Ice Guard. Then, of course, the heavy war sleds are always going to be clutch, and then backed up by the Warbear Riders. But you can see there, Boris Ursus gaining a mighty victory for the people of Kislev. We could replenish, which will only help a little, but you know, actually it's not that much money, so we'll replenish. And Doomkeep should be easily within our grasp now. And with it, I believe we will put an end to the Legion of Chaos faction. I don't know if they can operate nomadically or not. It's hard to say. It doesn't look like it. There we go. So, Doomkeep down. The demon prince who once turned from Kislev to serve chaos has been punished. It looks like maybe they have one more settlement out here at Longship Graveyard. That must be it. But there you go, folks. Little payback for what the demon prince did. And the Red Tsar gets that payback. Figure it's appropriate. Hope you all enjoyed it. I might bring you all some more fun snippets from this campaign. And the reason I say that is because guess who's fighting for Kislev now? That's right, folks. This is Be'lakor. Or Barakor, I guess we have to call him now, because he's joined my army. Can you see? I put him together a pretty meme army here, too. Y'all like it? You want to see some of Be'lakor action? Let me know in the comments. HeirofCarthage signing out. I'll see you soon.